Syrian opposition forces have taken control of much of the country's second largest city, Aleppo, after a lightning advance that killed dozens of government soldiers in a major challenge to President Bashar al-Assad. A rebel alliance launched a surprise attack this week, sweeping eastward through villages outside the city and reigniting a conflict that had been largely static for years. It's the first time Syrian rebels have set a foot in Aleppo since government forces regained control during the civil war in 2016. Here's more.
Rebels fighting the Bashar al-Assad regime in Syria are advancing deep into the territories held by Russia-backed ruler. After Aleppo, the rebel troops successfully captured the city of Hama, which is over 200 kilometers away from the capital, Damascus. The next destination on the target of the rebels is Homs, a strategically important city located in the heart of Syria. The city is key due to its proximity to energy resources and logistical advantages.
Our feeling regarding the liberation of Hama, it is a great battle. Praise be to God. God has been generous to us with the victory, and God willing, we are coming home.
Syrian Defense Minister claims that the loss of Hama is temporary and tactical in nature.
I affirm that what happened in the city of Hama today is a temporary tactical measure. Our forces remain positioned around the city of Hama, fully prepared and ready to carry out their national and constitutional duties.
Amid the intensifying civil war, the UN Food Agency expects 1.5 million people to be displaced in Syria.
So in the first few hours after the 27th of November, we saw that the number went up from 48,000 to almost 280,000 people who got displaced so far. And if the situation continues evolving in that pace, we're expecting collectively around 1.5 million people that will be displaced and will be requiring our support.
Turkish President Erdogan hopes that Syrian rebels will advance, but he voiced concern about what he said were terrorist organizations in their midst.
I would say we hope for this advance to continue without any issue. However, while this resistance with terrorist organizations is continuing, we had made a call to Assad, asking for a meeting to discuss and decide the future of Syria. We did not get a positive answer regarding this from Assad.
Meanwhile, Russia strongly backed the actions of the Syrian leadership to counter an offensive and claimed that the terrorist groups were receiving support from outside the country.
The actions of terrorist groups accustomed to sowing chaos and destruction have worsened the already tense situation in Syria. There is no doubt that they would not have dared to undertake such a daring action without the instigation and comprehensive support of external forces that are seeking to provoke a new round of armed confrontation in Syria and escalation of the spiral of violence.
It all began on November 30th, when the rebel forces caught Bashar al-Assad regime off guard and took over Aleppo. Nearly a 14-year-long civil war of Syria has left over 500,000 dead since 2011 and misplaced millions. Bureau Report, India Today.